Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Chit Chat with Cass. I am once again joined by my mom. Hello.
Hello everyone.
So today's episode is kind of interesting. If you guys follow my channels, you'll probably know that I have a lot of favorite movies, and that's no exception for Halloween movies. I love scary movies or Halloween themed movies, and I've talked about them quite a bit. But in today's episode, I had my mom compile her own list of favorite movies, and I told her not to tell me what they are, so I'm going to be hearing this list for the first time with you guys. Some of them may be similar to my favorites because we do watch a lot of the same movies, or some of them might not be. So it's just going to be an experience of taking in some of her favorite October-themed videos, if you will.
Very cool.
So you kind of separated them into just Halloween themed, not necessarily scary movies versus like scary movies, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So which list are we going to start with?
Let's start with the scary list.
The scary list. So that one is shorter, right?
Yes.
Okay, no, that's fine. So what is our first, favorite scary movie of yours for the October vibes?
Carrie.
Carrie. So now, is that the original or the remake?
The original.
The original. All right. And I'm going to be looking up the details as we do this, since I did not know what was going to be on her list. So the original Carrie came out in 1976. It was classified as horror and rated R, and of course starred Sissy Spacek as Carrie. And if you aren't familiar, Carrie White, a shy, friendless teenager girl who is sheltered by her religious mother, unleashes her telekinetic powers after being humiliated by her classmates at her senior prom. And this is based on a Stephen King book. So why do you like this movie?
It's one of the ones I watched as a teenager when it came out, and it just kind of stuck with me. I mean, it's sad for Carrie, but it just shows how.
Don't be a bully.
Yeah, don't be a bully.
This movie is I just said it the other day. Carrie should be shown in high schools. Yes. Don't be a bully, or she'll attack you at senior prom.
Yeah, exactly.
I do really like this movie. I enjoy both the original and the remake that they had made a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. But I really enjoy Sissy Spacek, so yeah. I think she's really fantastic in this movie. And I believe that this was, I think it's the first Stephen King movie adaptation that was ever made.
I think so.
Before any of the other, the big ones or anything. I think the first one that they took from book to movie was Carrie.
Right.
Definitely. So, yes, that is your first one on your horror list. What is your next one?
Scream.
Scream. So is that the Scream series or the first one? Or, I'll take either. I
like all of them, but I think my favorite is the first one.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes down. So in case you don't know, Scream came out in 1996. It is classified as a horror/mystery, and it is rated R. A year after the murder of her mother, a teenage girl is terrorized by a new killer who targets the girl and her friends by using horror films as part of the deadly game. This stars Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, Skeet Ulrich, and so on. I love Scream. I love that this is on your list. Scream, I love all of the Scream movies so much.
Yeah. They did them good too. It wasn't just okay, they're making another one and adding to it. The story went good through all of them.
I like, the story connects throughout the different movies. And I've always loved Scream because of the other horror movie references.
Yeah.
The character Randy is fantastic because he's the movie expert that knows all of the references for the other movies. Don't say I'll be right back. Don't drink. Don't have sex or you're gonna die. Don't do any of this. I love Randy's rules.
Yes.
Scream has been a favorite of mine for a really long time. And it kind of got me, it's probably my favorite slasher film series. Mm-hmm. Because I was really into it, even at a young age, because I'm a disturbed child. But I still love it today. I love all of them. Even the fourth one. The fourth one got a lot of shit, but I liked the fourth one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, story time. Do you remember when we saw the fourth one in theaters?
Yes.
So we're sitting there getting ready to go see Scream 4. We're the only ones in the theater, and the lights and the movie shuts off. We're like, what the fuck? We're gonna die! Ghostface is gonna kill us! And then the manager comes in and is like, I'm so sorry, we're restarting it, so sorry about that. But it was a moment.
Yeah, we're looking for the door.
Yeah, we're like, where's the exit? All right, you go that way, I'll go this way if we see Ghostface. Lucky for us, Ghostface is kind of clumsy, so we might be able to kick him down the stairs or something. Yes, I do really like the Scream movies. I like all of them. All right, what is your next scary movie?
Hills Have Eyes.
Hills Have Eyes? What? The original or the remake?
The original.
Oh, I haven't seen the original. Which original are you thinking of, honey? The one from 1977 or the 2006 one?
No, then it would be the 2006
I was going to say,
okay.
I don't think you've seen the original.
It's just something about it.
I can't believe this is on your list.
It's just so creepy.
These movies scare me.
So just like, oh my gosh, could something like this really happen? Well, it could. You know, the universe is just everywhere.
So, in case you guys don't know, The Hills Have Eyes this one came out in 2006. It was a remake. It's classified as horror and thriller. And the description is, a suburban American family is being stalked by a group of psychotic people who live in the desert far away from civilization. These movies are scary. There's like, the first one and the second one, they're disturbingly scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
I cannot believe this is on your list. Do you like it? Is it on your list because it freaked you out?
It's kind of on my list because it freaked me out, and it's just different. It's not like, it doesn't follow the suit with other ones. It was just so different that I think that's what keeps it on my list.
Oh, I'm epically shocked that this is on your list, to be honest. Because, this movie has like so many like disturbing parts in it. I mean, it's good. I mean, if you want to scare the crap out of yourself, definitely makes me never want to drive alone in the desert.
Yeah.
Never, ever. And it kind of reminds me of that one episode of The X-Files with those brothers.
Yes.
That's like the same type of thing. A lot of people say that episode of X-Files was terrifying. And it is.
Yeah.
It's this is definitely a scary movie. All right. Your next one?
Well, the next one's probably going to freak you out because I know it's one that really got to you when you watched it.
Uh-oh.
It's a very old school witches movie.
Witches?
Witches.
Is that under your horror?
Yes.
It's under horror? You're so funny.
Because of the way they take off their creepy masks.
No, that movie, I always include that in traumatized me as a child. Because I don't really, let's make sure, right? Let's look it up. What it's classified under. Let's see. So, The Witches came out in 1990. That's so funny. It's considered adventure comedy family, according to IMDb.
Wow.
And it stars Angelica Houston and some other peeps. But, I mean, when you compare those really creepy scenes, it's definitely an interesting child's film.
Yes.
And it is based off of a book. It's based, who wrote that book? The same person that wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Starts with an R. I'm horrible. Don't know. That guy. But, it's definitely creepy. It still creeps me out.
Yeah.
The part where they take their faces off.
Yes.
Yes.
That's...
But I was talking about, when I talked about, it being like a trauma from my childhood, I listed all the characters, things that scared me as a kid. And the part where, like, the witch is trying to, like, abduct the little boy was super creepy to me.
Yeah.
As a kid, as an adult, it's creepy. Go away.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
That's so funny that you have it in your horror list, though, because of those parts. Some kids' movies were so, like, not kids' movies back then, though.
Yes.
Do you have any others on your list for scary movies?
That's it.
Okay, so those were, like, the scary ones. We had Carrie, Scream, The Hills Have Eyes, and The Witches for you. And you watch a lot of scary movies with me. Mm-hmm. Oftentimes I make her watch the Netflix ones that I think were good or other suggestions. So she does watch quite a few horror movies, but she just has limited favorites, I suppose you could say.
Yes.
So your next list is just Halloween October themed ones. So they're not necessarily scary. They are just like Halloween movies.
Yep.
All right. What's the first one?
Hocus Pocus.
Oh, shocking. Shocking. I don't like that movie at all. So, Hocus Pocus came out in 1993, is considered comedy, family, fantasy. A curious youngster moves to Salem where he struggles to fit in before the awakening of the trio of diabolical witches that were executed in the 17th century. This has Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, Kathy and Jimmy, and so on. I love Hocus Pocus.
I love Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus is great.
Yep.
It's like super popular with my generation.
Yeah.
Everyone is like so into Hocus Pocus. And even though like I was only like a year old when this movie came out, like we watched it like all the time growing up.
Yeah. Well, and Bette Midler and Kathy and Jimmy are two of my high up favorite actresses, so it just makes it good. I think all of them together do really
yes,
really
the
good.
three sisters are fantastic together. The kids are great, like Thora Birch, and I don't know their names, but it's basically, you know, like Danny, Max, and Allison. Those three characters, they're great in it as well. Billy's great.
Oh my gosh, you have to love Billy.
Billy's fantastic, and he's like so over Winifred's shit in that movie. He's like, bitch, you killed me. I don't want to follow you around no more. Oh, and Binks, we have to
yes.
Binks. If I ever get a black cat, that cat will be named Binks. Wait for it. It probably will happen. And we are actually recording this the Saturday that they are doing a special Hocus Pocus event for the 25th anniversary this evening. So we haven't seen it yet, but it's later on. So we're recording that. We're going to check that out.
That should be fun.
Yep, Hocus Pocus is definitely a great one to watch in October. All right, what's your next one?
My next one is one that I've loved for years, and I watch it with the kids that I babysit. Monster Squad.
Monster Squad,
I love
yes!
Monster Squad.
Monster Squad is essentially the Halloween Goonies, in case you're not aware. So Monster Squad came out in 1987. It's classified as action, comedy, fantasy. It's rated PG-13. A young group of monster fanatics attempt to save their hometown from Count Dracula and his monsters. I love this movie too.
I really like it too because it's like the original Universal Studios movie monsters.
Yes.
So even though it's done in newer times, it's
80s,
those ones, and the kids in it are just
I
amazing.
love so many different things about this movie, and like someone was telling me the other day that like a lot of people don't like this movie, that it's like they get really shitty reviews, and I love this movie so much. I love the kids, I love the group, I love like the different people that come into it, I love the monsters. I think it's a great movie, especially for Halloween.
It is, and our family does quotes from movies, and this is one movie that we
quote it all the time.
Quote it all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely. Yeah. We do the same thing with Hocus Pocus.
Mm-hmm,
but yes, a Monster Squad is fantastic. Do I offhand know any of these actors? I mean, maybe. Not offhand. A lot of, like, the kids don't really act anymore, it looks like. But yeah, I think this movie is really good.
The mom in it is a famous mom. She plays
she's the Goonies
all
mom.
over, yes.
Mary Ellen Trainor is the mom in that.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of typecast. Sadly, she passed away. But yes, Monster Squad is definitely a great movie for Halloween. What's your next one?
Haunted Mansion.
Yes! Haunted Mansion. So, that came out in 2003. I can't believe that it's been out that long. 15 years.
Wow.
So, it's rated PG. It is classified as comedy, family, fantasy. A realtor and his wife and children are summoned to a mansion which they soon discover is haunted, and while they attempt to escape, he learns an important lesson about the family he has neglected. This stars Eddie Murphy, Marsha Thompson, Jennifer Tilly, and so on. This was based off of the ride at Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great movie, too.
It is. It's very good.
It's a, like, cute Disney movie, but it has, like, the spooky ghosts, there's some zombies in it, and I always say with horror movies or like haunted movies, my big thing is the backstory. Mm-hmm. I love backstories. I love the explanation and why that's happening. And this movie has a fantastic backstory.
Yes, it does. It does.
The history of the house, the why it's haunted, all of that. It's a really good backstory.
Mm-hmm. It is.
And Eddie Murphy's hilarious. The kids are good. His wife is good.
Yeah.
They're all really good. General Zod is good. What's his real name? Terrence Stamp. That guy. So yeah, Haunted Mansion is definitely another good one for a like more family Halloween movie.
Right.
What's your next one?
Okay, my next one goes back to my childhood because I watched it as a kid as an animated one, and then they made it into a real life one, and that would be Casper.
Oh, Casper. Casper. So are we talking like the real life one?
Yes.
Yeah, but you had seen the cartoon.
I watched the cartoon and off and on, yeah.
So you're talking like Casper from 1995, comedy family fantasy. A paranormal expert and his daughter bunk in an abandoned house populated by 3 mischievous ghosts and 1 friendly one. This has Bill Pullman, Christina Ricci, let's see, Kathy Morady. Oh, I said that wrong. But yes, Casper. Casper's cute.
Very cute.
They've made a lot of sequels of Casper after this one, but this one's the best.
It is the best. It has a really good backstory, the mansion how they made it and the different parts of it and stuff. It's a very good one.
Mm-hmm. Casper's like super cute too, but his story like breaks my heart every time I watch that movie. But I do like I like Christina Ricci in it. Bill Pullman's good in it. Mm-hmm. Even like the uncles are good in it.
Yeah.
The uncle ghosts or whatever are really good in it. I haven't watched it in years though.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Casper forever. And I always really liked, oh, that's a spoiler. Well, there's a part where, like, Casper, like, dances with someone. And I like that part. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Very cute.
All right, what's your next one?
Would be Practical Magic.
Yes!
Love the house, want the house and the yard and everything.
I just said this in my Witches podcast, didn't I, guys? I just said that. I was like, I want their house. So, Practical Magic came out in 1998, is a comedy drama fantasy. 2 witch sisters raised by their eccentric aunts in a small town face closed-minded prejudice and a curse which threatens to prevent them ever finding lasting love. This has Sandra Bullock, Nicole Kidman, Stockard Channing, Diane Wiest.
Yep. And they did so good with the daughters in it, to match the daughters to look like their mother and her sister. So the actresses they picked for that were just like amazing.
Each generation has the brunette sister and the redhead sister.
Yes.
And Practical Magic is one of those ones that we watch year round.
Yes.
It's a great Halloween movie if you're looking for like a great witch movie, but I love it year round.
Yeah.
I could watch it over and over again.
Yeah.
And Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman are so good in that movie.
Yeah.
Everyone's good in that movie.
I love the ants. The way that both of the ants dress in it, even though it's a modern movie.
Yes,
they
very
dress
Victorian,
and it's just amazing.
I just love so many parts of this movie. I love the story, the characters, the house is great. Like you said, the ants' outfits are great. It's like so many pieces to this movie. Mm-hmm. I love.
Yeah, and
they
did it amazingly because like the yard is beautiful and their greenhouse is beautiful, and then the attic where the girls stay. I mean, just every part of that house looks amazing. Looks like a real thing. Yeah.
They built that house for filming in a park, I believe, on the San Juan Islands. And then they tried to sell the house, but it would need to be moved because it was built on a park for filming. Right. And no one wanted to buy the house, so they tore it down. Oh, isn't that heartbreaking? Sad. They would have had to finish the inside because the inside is sets in LA. Yeah. But the outside was fully built and no one wanted to move it. So, I want that house. Oh, I want that house. That's so tragic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, Practical Magic, definitely a fantastic movie. I always am like against remakes and things, but I would totally dig a sequel for this.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I would totally dig a sequel.
Yeah, because all the actresses are still around. So I mean, you could do
even
it
the daughter, the redhead daughter is still acting too. I don't know about the brunette daughter. Don't know, but Sally's older daughter, the redhead, is Evan Rachel Wood. I mean, she was on True Blood. Right. And some other thing. And I think she's in, what's that show that's so popular right now? Westworld. She's in Westworld, too. Mm. All right, what's your next one?
My next one would be Halloween Town.
Halloween Town. Wow, guys, do you think we're related? We have so many similar favorites. Let's look up Halloween Town for us here. So the first one, Halloween Town, came out in 1998, and it is classified as an adventure comedy. And it was made for the Disney Channel, of course, back when Halloween movies on the Disney Channel were fantastic. After learning she is a witch, a girl helps save a town full of other supernatural creatures. That's vague. This stars Debbie Reynolds, Kimberly J. Brown.
Yeah, it's an amazing one.
I love this movie. I loved this movie so much. This was like one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. Because I liked everything witches anyway. And they've made several sequels. I like the second sequel, Calabar's Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
The third one is okay. I've seen it like once. And I haven't seen the fourth one because they recasted Marnie, and I didn't care.
Yeah.
They got rid of Kimberly J. Brown, so I didn't care.
Well, also with this one, they did such a good thing at the town, the little shops, the different shops,
Yeah.
the beauty shop, and the place to buy your brooms. And I mean, they did so good with that, and then made so many characters with their faces and masks that you don't see just in any other movie. So they did a really good job on a lot of background.
Yeah, Disney did a lot of good for the extras, because
Yes.
like Halloween Town, you can see all of these different creatures and different things or whatever, and like you said, like the Wolfman that's cutting hair, and like the ghost that's trying to lose weight,
Yeah.
and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really like this movie. You know, being normal is vastly overrated. Yeah, so Halloween Town is definitely a good one, like a good family one for the Halloween vibes, if you will.
Okay, the next one is not necessarily a Halloween one, but it is a good one to watch around Halloween time, and that would be Twitches.
Oh, Twitches, yeah, it came out.
Love the two sisters in it.
Oh,
They
yeah,
just do
that came out. That was one of
amazing.
those Disney Channel original movies that
Yep.
came out, same type of thing,
Yep.
for Halloween time. So Twitches came out in 2005, comedy drama family. Two teen witches who are separated at birth and were adopted by two different families meet on their 21st birthday and must use their powers to save the world in which they were born from. And this stars Tia Mowry and Tamara Mowry. Tia and Tamara. Love them. Love Sister Sister. So, of course, when they did this movie, I was like, oh, yes.
Yes.
Tia and Tamara with witches? Okay, let's do it. And this is based off a book series.
Right.
No idea if it's similar. Haven't read the book series.
I haven't either.
I own the book series. Haven't read the book series. Yeah, this is super cute. They did make a sequel too, but I think the first one's better.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But it is a very cute movie. I'm fans of theirs, so like I said, anything with them really. And I actually mentioned them in my Witch podcast too, but like the different like you know, one of the twins like writes her memories of their kingdom they're from, the other one draws it. I like the different little backstories things that they do with this one as well.
Yeah. Well, there for a while, Disney had quite a few really good ones. I wish they would still do it to this day.
So good. They had so many good ones.
We've mentioned Halloween Town. We've mentioned
Twitches.
Twitches. Don't Look Under the Bed. Mom's Date with the Vampire.
Under Wraps.
Under Wraps. There's so many of them, and it's something they could still do that would be
Tower
amazing.
Terror.
Yes.
There was so many good Disney Channel original movies for Halloween, and they don't really do it anymore. I don't know if it fits their image these days. I don't know. There was some pretty cool stuff. I mean, they used to do So Weird too, and that was a pretty awesome show, but now they won't let me buy it. What's your next one?
Little Vampire.
Oh,
Love the little actor in this
I
one.
haven't seen that movie in years. Let's see. The Little Vampire came out in 2000. Adventure comedy family. A lonely American boy living in Scotland makes a new best friend and a fellow 9-year-old who happens to be a vampire. And Jonathan Lipnicki is the little boy in that.
And he's amazing. He's
so cute.
He also played the little boy in Stuart Little.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite kid actors. He's very good.
This is a really cute movie, and I love the vampires look. The family of vampires.
Yes.
Once again, very Victorian looking, very cool looking. This is a cute movie.
Yeah.
And it touches another good backstory. The backstory on this one's really good too.
Yes.
With the stuff with the amulet. That's another really good movie.
It is.
Oh, I haven't seen it in forever. I don't think we own it on DVD. I think we only have it on VHS. Oh, sad. That's why I haven't seen it. I'm
Yeah.
going to look it up on demand or something. But yeah, definitely a good vampire movie that's cute for kids as well.
Yes.
All right. So what's your next one?
Next one goes back to Disney ones.
Uh-huh.
Tower of Terror.
Oh, I just mentioned that.
You just mentioned it.
Tower of Terror. I just made you rewatch that.
Yep.
Like last year, was it?
Yes.
Because I bought the DVD. I was like, no,
Yes.
you guys don't remember. This is a fantastic movie.
It
so,
is.
Tower of Terror came out in 1997. Action adventure. A disgraced reporter investigates an abandoned luxury hotel where 5 people mysteriously disappeared 60 years earlier. And this has Steve Guttenberg, Kirsten Dunst, and they are the main ones there. This is another one that's based off of a ride from Disneyland, but they got rid of the ride.
Yeah.
I've never been to Disneyland. I never got to go on Tower of Terror. I'm pissed. They made it into a Guardians of the Galaxy ride. Damn it. I really wanted to go on this ride after this movie. This is another one that has a great backstory, too.
Yes, it does.
And I like all the different characters, the ghosts, the living, the history of the hotel.
Yeah.
All of it is really good. Another great one for Disney.
Yeah.
Disney did really good ones back in the day.
Yep.
Back in the day. What do you like about this?
I just like the backstory.
Yep.
You know, it's just, you know, the fact that of what happened to them, and it was a mystery, and then, you know, this
Up and disappeared. Yep.
niece wants to find out about it, so her and her uncle,
yep,
you know, go
and try and help the ghosties,
help
basically.
The ghosts. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely love all the connections. And I will say that, you know, being, like, Disney-wise, there are some creepy moments in this movie. Like, not like I'm gonna go out of the room screaming. It was nothing.
No.
But
no.
they're, like, creepy.
Yeah.
For it being a Disney movie. Like, there's this one part where, like, the little girl is singing, it's raining, it's pouring, and it's like, ooh, creepy. Little kids singing, creepy. But it's a good movie.
Yes.
It's a good one. Right? Do we have more?
I have one last one.
One last one. Okay, what's your final one?
And that would be the original Addams Family.
Da-da-da-dun.
Dun, dun.
Da-da-da-dun. All right. So that is, you're talking the movie.
Yes.
So, The Addams Family from 1991, and that is a comedy and fantasy. Con artists plan to fleece an eccentric family using accomplice who claims to be their long-lost uncle. So this has Angelica Houston, Christopher Lloyd, Raul Julia, I know that Christina Ricci, you know, I'm trying to get some of the other ones. Jimmy Workman. Addams Family is fantastic.
I love Addams Family.
This is great because the TV show was, like, super cute, and then they, like, kind of bumped it up to the next level for this 90s movie.
Yeah.
And I'm actually a fan of both this one and the second one. I love all of them. Angelica Houston never looked better than she does as Morticia. She's gorgeous.
Yep.
And Wednesday Addams is, like, my mood constantly. Wednesday Addams. Definitely love her.
She's your spirit animal.
Maybe. She's my Patronus. Wednesday Addams is my Patronus. Maybe. What do you like about this movie?
Just that I grew up watching the TV series, and I love Uncle Fester and Thing, and just...
All of them are really good. I think this movie is, like, really well casted, too.
Yeah.
For everybody, especially when you, like, compare it to the TV show. Like, I think it was a good, like, modern take on the movie for the, like, kooky family that they are.
Yeah.
And everyone says that Morticia and Gomez are, like, couple goals. Yes. Morticia and Gomez are definitely couple goals.
Yep.
Fantastic. Another great movie. But, once again, I could watch this year-round.
Yep.
I could probably watch any of these movies year-round.
Yeah.
Because I don't necessarily have to be in October to want to have some Halloween vibes, if you will. So those were, what, like 14 videos for you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to read down the list of the ones we just did again?
If you want to.
All right.
So we recommend Hocus Pocus, Monster Squad, Haunted Mansion, Casper, Practical Magic, Halloween Town, Twitches, The Little Vampire, Tower of Terror, Addams Family, and on the scarier side, Carrie, Scream, Witches, and Hills Have Eyes.
I still can't believe Hills Have Eyes is on your list. That blows my mind. Oh, that movie's creepy. Oh, so creepy. All right, guys. So, I've given you a million movie suggestions, or you guys have heard my favorites from different videos or podcast episodes, things of that nature. So I hope you enjoyed this little different take on things, some of my mom's favorite Halloween movies instead, and my surprise of her liking Hills Have Eyes. All right. Any closing thoughts?
Not that I can think of.
All right, lovelies, thank you so much for watching. Continue to have a happy Halloween vibe as we get closer and closer to All Hallows Eve. Yep. Have a great day, lovelies, and we will catch you in the next episode of Chit Chat with Cass.
Bye-bye, guys.